Everyone, my name is Hieu Tran, a student from the class Sustainable Tourism in the summer semester 2024. Besides our lesson to discover the concept of sustainability in tourism, we had an opportunity to take a field trip to Duong Lam Ancient Village to explore how this destination has done to develop sustainable tourism with a meaningful discussion with the local residents and tourism-related enterprises. And now I would like to tell you what I have experienced and acquired after the trip, and how this practical learning opportunity can help my future career path in the tourism industry. Welcome to my video about our research and survey trip to Duong Lam Ancient Village. Being located in Son Tay District, Hanoi, Duong Lam Ancient Village is a special attraction in Hanoi capital and a living testament to Vietnam's rich cultural heritage and history. It has most of the features of an old village, with banyan trees, well, communal courtyards, pagodas and temples, winding village road, a wooden house, red brick wall, and so on. About the trip, it took us about 1 hour to travel from Vietnam National University in Hanoi to Duong Lam Ancient Village. Once arriving at the destination, at Mông Phu Village Gate, we spent a few minutes to gather around, take photos, and listen to the instruction of Miss Hương, a local tour guide in Duong Lam. While walking into the village, we were able to admire the peaceful scenery with architectural works built with laterite bricks. After that, we visited Mông Phu Communal House and listened to meaningful sharing from Miss Hương, a local and dedicated tour guide. And next, we visited the local businesses Cha Nhà Văn, Doi Community, and Doi Creative to acquire the meaningful shared stories, knowledge, and experiences of the founders about the sustainable tourism concept. And at 11 a.m., we stopped at Bay Blanc restaurant to have lunch with local specialties. And finally, we had some free time to explore the village before returning to the university campus. After the trip lasting about 8 hours, we were enlightened and had a deep insight into the importance of sustainable tourism development. And from my perspective, I was particularly impressed with the Doi Business Complex by Mr. Tang, as well as the valuable experiences that he shared. Despite not being an expert in the tourism field, the painter Hieu Tran realizes the importance of preserving traditional and cultural values as a part of the long-term appeal of the destination. Mr. Tang is not a native of Duong Lam, but he is also from the Doi region, and he chose Duong Lam to create a space that inherits and can preserve the cultural beauty of the Doi region, because this place still maintains some of the nostalgic features of the Doi culture. Mr. Tang has renovated old buildings and developed different business models, including homestays, studios, creative space for cultural and aesthetic activities, and restaurants. And he calls his businesses as Doi Creative because he believes that everything originates from creativity. Regarding his purpose in establishing Doi Creative in Duong Lam, economic benefits are not a priority. He shared, "If for economic reasons, I have many other more effective ways. I'll come to this place, create a space with inheritance within the general flow of Duong Lam Ancient Village culture. People will then realize how people from other places will appreciate and explore the value of the ancient village. They will think about themselves and cultural values they possess. From there, they will be motivated to preserve and exploit. Next, I want to bring the beauty of the ancient village to the community of visitors." And obviously, living the bustling life and private job in the center of Hanoi to come to a simple place like Duong Lam with the desire to preserve the traditional beauty and cultural values here is not easy. With the trend of modernization and urbanization today, convincing people to participate in preserving the old beauty of the locality is extremely difficult. And to overcome this, he shared with us, change does not happen in a day or two, but is a process. Every time a family wants to build or renovate a house, we go there to meet, learn about the needs, guide and mobilize if necessary. Just being close to the people will help us understand their feelings. The efforts of Mr. Tang and local authorities in persuading local people have gradually shown positive results. The number of tourists coming to Duong Lam has increased year by year. People gradually understand that if they destroy the ancient village space, they will lose their attractiveness to the tourists, leading to a loss of income. The motivational and inspirational words of Mr. Tang and the determination he has made in building the business Dry Creative have partly helped the people in Duong Lam Ancient Village to both preserve their homeland's identity and have the opportunity to increase their income to improve their quality of life. Through the story that Mr. Tang shared with us and my own feelings, I was really touched and inspired in developing sustainable tourism with a community-based approach. Because if it does not bring benefits to the destination and the local community as well as have their participation, conservation along with tourism development will no longer be meaningful and cannot be sustainable. Mr. Tang's attempts, with some trade-offs and risk, to build the business Dry Creative and develop it as it is today with the noble goal, which is to contribute to preserving the ancient beauty of Duong Lam Village and from there make this place attractive in the eyes of tourists and help the local community improve their quality of life. However, there are still some difficulties and limitations. Typically, the lives of local people are disturbed by the large number of tourists. For example, when we stop at the village gate to take pictures, we obstruct the traffic of some locals, leading to a slight negative attitude towards it. In this regard, from my perspective, we need to have some initiatives to tactfully convey the rules of conduct to tourists during the tourism activities here. And if possible, the Destination Management Board of Duong Lam Ancient Village should manage and limit the number of tourists entering the village at the same time, such as through controlling the number of tickets sale at the ticket booth at the village gate. And the lessons learned from sharing by Mr. Tang, Miss Vân, the founder of China Vân, and Miss Hương, the tour guide of the village, have had a huge impact on me and my future career in the tourism industry. That is to always consider sustainability aspects when coming up with tourism initiatives. Let's join hands to develop Duong Lam Ancient Village in particular and tourist destination in general in a sustainable way so that the future generation can continue to enjoy the heritage and beauty of the world. And now, it's time to say goodbye to everyone and see you again in my following projects.